Michaela Renava for NESN.com, joined on the line by Doug Kyed, our Patriots beat writer. We are reacting to the blockbuster trade. Patriots linebacker Jamie Collins traded to the Cleveland Browns for a compensatory third-round draft pick. Doug, after the initial shock of what? I think everyone's asking why. So, why?
That's a very good question, Kayla. I guess the why is kind of coming from Mike Lombardi. Mike Lombardi's tweeting about this, and he's kind of been the media mouthpiece of Bill Belichick this season because Lombardi no longer works in the Patriots front office. Now he's in the media, and I think he says a lot of things that Belichick is thinking. And Lombardi pointed to some plays in Sunday's game where Collins was kind of freelancing a little bit. It seems like the Patriots weren't very happy with his play, and I think they knew that they weren't going to be able to re-sign him after this offseason. He's a free agent. I guess he was demanding a Von Miller-type deal. And while all of that does make sense, the Patriots probably weren't going to re-sign him. He's not playing fantastic this year. I still think that it's not a great trade to give up a starting-level defender, a guy who was an All-Pro last year, a guy who was a Pro Bowler last year, for a third-round pick or a fourth-round pick, depending on what goes down with the Browns this offseason, when the Patriots could have got a 2018 third-round pick if they had let him walk in free agency. So I can't say I love the deal. I think it's a bit of a head-scratcher.
That's what, I mean, we talked earlier this season. I remember talking to you about where Jamie Collins stacks up in terms of the best linebackers in the league, and we both discussed he might not be a Luke Kuechly yet, but he was getting there. We've seen him display freakish athleticism before. Certainly a great player, although people are saying he has been kind of quiet this season. But do you think the return that they got for him, do you think that could be a sign that there is more to come with this whole situation?
It's possible. I mean, I'm not sure if they will be able to acquire another linebacker at the trade deadline or even if they want to, but it's definitely a crazy trade because, like you said, we were talking earlier this season about how he had the potential to be that type of player, and he definitely showed it at times when he'd have a sack and an interception or an interception and a forced fumble all in the same game, and that's all the skills that he kind of had. But he wasn't really putting together those types of games on a week-to-week basis. But I think at this point we'll probably see a Landon Roberts filling in on first and maybe second down. He played a lot on first down on Sunday against the Bills, and then I think we'll probably see either Barkevius Mingo or Kyle Van Noy fill in on third down. Mingo, like Collins, can rush the passer, and he's pretty good in coverage. He's a smaller player than Collins, smaller framed, but he can do some of the similar things in the passing game. And Kyle Van Noy was a great pass rusher in college. He hasn't done much in his NFL career, but I think the Patriots are hoping that he can kind of turn things around as well and maybe fill some of the void that Collins leaves here.
No, I find it extra surprising. I know we've talked a lot about how well-rounded this Patriots team is this year, but them being legitimate Super Bowl contenders this season makes it me scratch my head even more as to why they would trade away a star like Jamie Collins. So what do you think the Patriots defense is looking like now without him, and could there be a situation down the line where not having him really makes a difference?
Yeah, and I think that, if they had made this trade during the offseason, last offseason or the offseason before, or not in the middle of a season, it would make a lot more sense because now you're kind of breaking up a team that is the Super Bowl favorites that are 7-1. The defense hasn't been playing up to its potential, but they're fourth in the NFL in points allowed, so it's not as if they needed this huge shakeup. But I think the defense, who knows at this point? I mean, they haven't been playing great. They haven't really been passing the eye test, no matter what the stats say. So maybe this is the trade that shakes things up in the right way for the Patriots. But the fact that they are Super Bowl contenders, the fact that they are 7-1 right now with Collins in that defense, if they don't win the Super Bowl, I think a lot of people will kind of point to this trade as to say maybe Bill Belichick finally outsmarted himself on this one, because you don't usually see a team that is a Super Bowl contender trade away one of their best players 8 games into the season. It's pretty unheard of.
Well, we have seen Bill Belichick do crazy things before. Whether or not this one will shake out in the Patriots' favor, obviously remains to be seen. So it'll be interesting as things go along. Doug, thanks for the analysis.
Absolutely.